It is Sunday, day after some more snow. We went for what seemed like months with nothing going on, and now we get snow every day, 2 to 3 inches. So as you can see around the property here, it's kind of piling up. But I thought this was an excellent opportunity for a snow plowing video with the 1991 Dodge W350. I did a video early in the season, like the first snowfall we got. It was like 2 inches, and I didn't have the camera adjusted really well because I wear it on my head, and you saw more of the headliner than anything else. But that video got a lot of interest, and so I want to make another video with the same subject matter. So we're going to do some plowing today with the 1991 Dodge W350. There it is in the garage there, so we'll be pulling that out. I'll get ready and we'll show you that process again. Just another shot of the buses, even more snow on the hood. I can't wait until spring. Just makes you want spring even more when you get weather like this. But anyways, we're going to do the snow plowing around here and make a little snow plowing video. So I'm going to get in the truck and we'll get to it. All right, here we go. Turn the radio down here so you don't get a copyright situation. So let's go. Now my garage door is 8 feet wide, and the plow on the front of this truck is 8'6". So we got to angle it when we come out. Shift it into 4-wheel. There we go. Otherwise we'll spin our wheels, and it likes to walk to the side when I come out the door. So we'll drop the plow. Make sure we don't take the mirrors off. I actually had to replace the mirror glass on the driver's side a week ago. I was driving down the road and the mirror glass just fell out and busted on the ground. So Rock Auto, new mirror for about $6. Used double-sided tape and applied it, and it works perfect. All right, come on out. We'll straighten her up and back it up. Got a back drag away from the garage here, and then we'll push it all into that pile that you see right there. So go ahead and close the garage. I've been having some problems with the door.
I'm not going to plow around the horseshoe anymore. I'm just going to go do straight shots.
Alright, that's oh, there's that garage door, like I was saying, getting hung up. I need to oil the springs, I think. There's nothing physically in the way. Okay. And you hear that radio traffic. That's the frequency for the school district that I work for, and our plow crew. So that's what you hear if you hear some radio traffic there. That's our plow crew that's rolling today at the school. So let's go ahead and do some plowing. Do some back drag in here. We got about 5 inches on the ground. Like I say, we had like no snow, and now it snows every day. I guess that's just how it goes. We're long overdue, but it was nice while it lasted. When it snows for me at work, it just means that it takes that much more time that I can't do other projects and stuff, but we just work with it. Maybe we'll do a custom project and put a plow on the front of that on bus 48 here, the International 3800 Shorty, the Thomas body on it. Kind of interesting. All right. This looks like we got a dragon tail right in the middle we got to catch here. Wipers on this truck run ridiculously slow. I have to take a look at them. I have some voltage issues. I ended up adding a a ground strap to the body, which really helped. The radio wasn't working right, and that helped that. But and the plow works perfect. But for some reason, the blower motor for the heat and all that stuff really affect. Put the defrost on. Really affect the performance of the wipers and all those kinds of accessories. So just another thing to take a look at. Took that one back a little too far, I think.
It's kind of weird, Brian. I hope that's not all they have for baseball. Nobody here. That's all I know.
Alrighty, so we got that chiseled out. Now we're gonna back into the garage area or by bus 48, and now we're gonna take it up the driveway. There we go. Wipers are running a little faster now.
I think if you got that less people, you just cancel it for today. Because we got snow coming, but maybe there's more coming in now. I see another car coming in now. Yeah, there's a couple more coming down the drive. Just be careful.
Yeah, we had to plow today at the school because we had a baseball rental. So that's what the guys are talking about right now, because there's nobody there. But more people coming in.
Drop off, so.
A lot of drop-offs, they said. All right, so
just so both of you guys know, 316, 318, we're just going to do a priority solving today, which means it's just driveways and like the first set of parking spots, stuff like that. I'll solve back here in the back of the light. Just priority solving today.
oh yeah, it's getting thick. Could feel it. Woohoo! Yeah.
I'm going to try to get in touch with Dave at the village once we get, pretty far here, at least get high school done. Get a hold of Dave and see, have him let me know as soon as one of his trucks are going back. I'm going to follow him over there and top off with salt. About a half a load, but I don't feel comfortable with that going into Monday morning. You get a chance to fill her up, Bad for.
Kind of close quarters right here. So I just gotta kind of work my way around the corner. This driveway is sort of tight quarters, but I've got a pretty good system now for plowing it, which when I first purchased this house, it was a challenge to try to work this, but just like anything else, once you get used to it and you get your system figured out, it's no big deal. Alrighty, I think we're ready to come around the U. Alright, see how we did. Alright, we didn't leave big dragon tail, that's good. Now we'll kind of come in like this. Okay. Make sure I don't hit nothing. Okay. Angle the blade to the right a little bit. I've got some bricks right along the driveway here, so I've got to be real careful not to get too far into them, because if you push them, it just makes a ton of work trying to put them all back. So looks like we're doing so far so good. heard a little something something there. We'll take it easy. We'll hang wide of the markers. Now with no more bricks, so we don't have to worry about it so much. And we'll just come right around the U. Alright, so the radio you hear now, give it a second. I listen to the local fire district channels too. So you'll hear both radios in this truck. You'll hear the school district frequency, and you'll hear the two local fire protection district frequencies.
Working pretty good, Bri. On days we're not pressed, we can do this. That sure does clean a lot of them. Yeah, it does. I pretty much get your majority out of the way. Then you scrape back the dragon tails, and yeah, gets a lot done.
All right. I could feel it with the front end kind of dropping into the ditch there. A lot of spray on the windshield today with the snow coming, and it's really light and fluffy. Oh, I really dropped off that time. Walks it out of there, no problem. Alright, we got a car coming, so we'll take this baby around the U again, and you'll see that I have to stop short right here because I need to trim this tree, and then I got to drag it back from the other side. Ouch. Alright, we'll wait for traffic. But yeah, what a difference from the first snowplow video. There's a lot more snow now. Oh, a little wide to the side there. So I'm gonna kind of straighten up, come out. Like I say, this driveway is kind of hard to navigate. It's pretty narrow here at the ends, so it's hard to get a good lineup and a good shot.
Hey, Brian, remind me if I don't forget, before we go home for today, I gotta go in the shop. I'm email Marty and let him know we're gonna use the loaders tomorrow. Started my truck yesterday at home. I went to grab the plow switch. We're ready to plow. I think I've been in the plow truck too long. Yeah, I got the same thing. I was looking for my electronic gear shifter instead of the one on the column.
M3 from M1.
Cut off the beginning, Tom. What are you looking for?
I was just looking for you guys. Just want to throw this out there. I got in my truck after Friday, and I kept trying to shift gears with the turn signal switch like it was a shuttle shift on the Massey.
Yeah, I think we've been in the plow equipment a little long.
Yeah, big 10-4 on that. Alrighty.
Yeah, I did some thinking. Once we get high school done, I'm gonna get a hold of Davey from the village and just let me know when the trucks are over there and fill up, because I don't feel comfortable having a half a load or a little bit less in the truck for Monday morning.
10-4, good call, Jimmy. careful not to catch that telephone pole. I also can't pile it too high towards the end there so you can see when you pull out the driveway. So I can't, kind of the telephone pole makes a nice reference there. Alright, we'll let this car pass. Alright. Take a good shot at it here, see what we got. Alright, now we're going to go back to the back. Get her nice and close to the markers again. Oh yeah. Flip it the other way. So we got to go up in the pile. Oh yeah. So now this gets a little tricky here, and I'll tell you why. That's gravel over there, and so the ground's froze, but I really don't want to pick up a ton of gravel and deposit it in the grass. So I kind of got to fluff this just right with the stick, and so I kind of got to listen. I got to listen for the gravel sound. There it is. You hear it? Okay, now I lift the plow a little bit. Now I set it back down until I hear it again. There it is again. Okay, that was a good run. So that's how I do it when I run the front end loader too. I just kind of listen for it. I actually got to look at our Massey Ferguson because the float control isn't working on it. So I got to listen for that pavement sound, and then when it goes away I gotta adjust the bucket. So we're just kind of feeling it. for gravel, I'd say that's done pretty good. Now I've got to do the approach to the building here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of turn 90 degrees. From what I was doing, I'm going to back drag that out. Because when you back drag, the blade doesn't cut in then and pick up all the gravel. Woohoo! It is kicking us to the side a little bit there. Alright. We'll pull up to the shop or the barn here. And we'll grab this snow and rake her back. Make sure we don't dent the tin. Kind of angle it to the right because I want to pull the snow and roll it away from the building. I don't want to stack it up against the building. Then I pull it out here so I can push it up in the pile. I know in my last video I got a comment or two about the video quality. I was using my head camera as I'm using today, but I had it set way too high, so you saw most of the headliner. I think I've got it set pretty good now. But somebody mentioned something about getting a pod. I have to get some you know, some accessories and stuff for my GoPro. But it's all kind of learn as you go kind of deal. My thought is if I get this camera adjusted right, you can get a real good feel for what it's like to drive this truck, seeing the mirrors and all that stuff. Whoop. Kinked that steering just a little too hard. I always forget my Fords of the same era turn a lot sharper than this truck. Dodge was sort of behind the times, I think, with their engineering compared to others, but I like it like this, so just like whatever you get used to. Alright, there's that. This next one I call the rows of snow dragon tails. Everyone's got their names for them, but that's what I call them. That's what I was taught way back in the day, and I kept with it. Alrighty. Looks like this is pretty good. I usually don't get too crazy in the gravel. I just want to make it so, you know, the snow doesn't build up that much. Alright, so let's go over here. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of push off this little approach, and then we'll go up front and catch the garage that's attached to the house. Alright. So we'll kind of come in here like this. And there's going to be a little bit of gravel. That's just the way it is. Give me something to do in the spring. Edge of the plow hanging down a little bit. Alright, there's that. I will pull up over here, reline up, push,
Dave, how you doing on Church Street?
push it up in the pile.
About halfway done on website.
Okay, 10 more. I'll check on you.
But I just wish the snow would stop falling.
Yeah, like I said, they got an advisory out about noon. They were saying about 1 more inch. I haven't checked the weather lately, but it's like it's not here at high school. I'll take a look again.
Alright, I'll call this done back here. We'll go up front and do the attached garage area. And like I say, this is the route that I've learned around here. It seems to work pretty good. If I wanted to get up to the trailer, I would just back drag all that back and shove it in that pile. Let's see. I think we'll take a little angle shot right here and just kind of touch this up, raise the plow up so we don't catch a lot of grass. There we go. Push that corner back there, because that's when I come out of the barn. That's where the trailer wants to walk over there, so make it so it can. All right. Alright, now we can get back to business here. We'll go and pick up this snow that we left. Right here. Have to take it in bites because there's so much. So I always tamp off the blade before I back drag, because otherwise, you know, here you do a real nice run and you leave stuff behind. So I always tamp it off quick if I'm in a sensitive area like right here. We're right up by the front where everybody's looking. Make sure we're not going to hit nothing. Okay.
Back 10-8.
And remember, I got to do this way because of this tree. I got to trim it. I can't get the truck around there or it scratches the crud out of it. I think since the winter the branches are drooping down, so it wasn't an issue in the fall. But springtime I'll come out, I'll cut these up.
Me and Dave were just starting to talk. We were just talking about that. They got an advisory out till noon. Last I looked before I left the house was 6 o'clock a.m. to noon. It was like another inch. So I said I'll take a look at it a little bit. Four.
we got the main U done, so now all we gotta do is back drag the garage door. All right. So again, as I'm pulling in here, tamp off the blade, and we'll take a bite right out of the middle here. I do is I just bring it all the way back in line where it needs to go, the snow, and unless it was super heavy, then I would just pull it out, you know, until I can get the truck length there and turn around. But since it's not too bad, I can just drag it all the way out. I just gotta watch for traffic. Yeah, the second you forget, you have major problems, so always keep an eye open for traffic. I almost kind of like it when it's dark out because you can see the headlights really well. Now we'll catch the other side. And I always tip it to the right a little bit because we want to draw away from that side. Kind of hard to see my plow markers there. Check for traffic. Got one coming. No headlights on. Not too many people think about that anymore. You know, when you got a little snow action, put your headlights on so people can see you a little bit better. All right. Here's the traffic again. Looks good. Grab this last dragon tail right here. All right, it's looking pretty nice. Now I'm just going to back up onto the road, shove this corner, and we are good to go.
You just keep doing what you're doing. It's looking good.
Careful, there's that split rail fence back there. If I push it over, it wouldn't be, there's not much resistance to the snow anyway, and it can easily be fixed. It would just pull the rails apart. So what we'll do now is we'll chisel out the mailbox.
Yeah, right, you copied me that time. Maybe we'll have to take them out tomorrow. And now,
All right, and that's it.
I'm on 4 too. I thought you were at 4 earlier. We're having trouble.
Well, this is Tommy Retro, and I want to thank everyone for watching. Be safe out there. We'll catch you later.